Hey everybody, Scotty the Trainer here. Thank you very much for joining me for Scotty the Trainer Tuesday. For the next 4 Tuesdays, I've got a series that I'm going to be talking to you about called The Message from the Music. The Message from the Music. So we're going to be talking about songs and the messages that come from them. You know, there was a time when music was meant to give us messages. You know, my kids today, they listen to a lot of this modern music and things of that nature, and I ask them, what are they saying? And they can tell me about the beat, they can tell me about the artist, they can tell me about the things that these people have done or their YouTube channels. But what's the message? There's more to music than just the beat. It's a portion of it, but there is a message in a lot of music that I believe we can learn from. So I'm going to go back to my era and start with one tonight. It starts with the Beatles and the song Help. I love that song, and the message in the music is exactly that. It's a universal message that still needs to be told today. Help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody, but help. I need someone. And in the very first line of that song, the message that comes out is that no man, no woman makes it on their own. You know, the English poet John Donne wrote, "No man is an island. No man stands alone. He is simply a part of the whole." And it's very true. Nobody is, self-centered people, people who say, well, the world revolves around me. It doesn't, no matter how much you think it does. Take a look at when a movie is made and you sit there at the credits. The credits roll for minutes, 5, 10 minutes after the movie. Name after name after name. People you didn't even know were a part of that movie. Kraft Food Services, the assistant to this one, the assistant to that assistant, which was the assistant to the first director, the second director, the lighting people, all those people that you never even seen in the movie. But yet, the movie couldn't have been made without all of those people in the credit. What's that saying? The movie you enjoyed, it took a lot of people. It took help. It took help. You and I will never really acknowledge, see, or gain and possess the true success that we should have until we realize it's not just about us. We are only a part of the whole situation. Take a look at your car. Imagine if the parts of your car could talk. If the wheel said, well, you wouldn't go anywhere without me. Because if you didn't have me, you couldn't roll anywhere. And then the steering wheel would say, well, if you didn't have me, you wouldn't be able to pick a direction. And then the ignition says, well, without me, you wouldn't be able to turn the key. And then the motor says, if you didn't have me, nobody'd be going anywhere. Each one of those individually are important. But yet, put them all together, and now you can go somewhere. You and I can't go anywhere if we don't realize we need some help. We need somebody. And not just anybody, but we need someone. Let's delve into that song a little deeper. So as John Lennon starts singing, he says, when I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help. Didn't need it in any way. And there's a time when it feels like we're indestructible. Well, I tell you, I can go back 20 plus years. I remember as a teenager, I felt like I was indestructible. I played every sport that was possible. And I felt like I could do anything. I had awards all over my walls from athletic competitions and things of that nature. I felt like I was indestructible. One year during a basketball tournament, I took a terrible fall and I jacked up my knee. I mean horribly. And I was out for the rest of the season. You know what happened? The team went on and they won and they were successful because it wasn't just about me. Even though I felt like I was indestructible, two things happened. I realized I could be hurt, I could be damaged, and I also realized that there are other people that can come along and bridge the gap and carry where you need to be. Help! I need somebody. We were all in that first frame when we were younger. Felt like we didn't need anybody's help in any other way. Oh, but the song doesn't end there, does it? The song goes on and says, but now those days are gone, and I'm not so self-assured. If we could just be honest for a moment, there are times when we're not as self-assured as maybe we should be. We're not as self-assured as maybe we used to be. You ever wake up one morning and feel like, man, I could tackle the world. If there was a dragon outside the front door, I would be able to take them on. And then some days you get up and you hope that there's not a kitty cat on the other side of the door because you couldn't even handle that. Acknowledge that there are times when we're not as self-assured and we do need people to lean upon. The song goes on to say, when those days were gone and I'm not so self-assured, my gentle mind has now opened up the door. What's he saying? Now I've become open-minded to realize, you know what, maybe it's not about me. Maybe it's not just about me. It's about the people I need around me to help me gain my success, and it's about who I can help gain their success. Help me. Help me do what? Help me keep my feet back on the ground. Get them back on the ground. In other words, stay grounded. Don't lose sight of everything. Stay grounded. Help me if you can, because I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. In that song, it talks about the need for being grateful, the attitude of gratitude. You know, every now and then we need to look around and tell people thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for being there when I needed you. Don't you like it when somebody pats you on the back and says, you know what, I really appreciate everything you've done? Sure you do. So do I. And we in turn need to turn around and give thanks to other people. I made a comment the other day to someone at work about what a great job they were doing. And I had no idea that that person was going to go around to my boss and other people and tell them, you know, it meant a lot that Scottie the trainer said, thank you for everything that you've done and acknowledged my work. I had no idea that my opinion or my word meant that much to them. But I said to them, I do appreciate you being around. What else does he say? He says, help me keep my feet on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? There's nothing wrong with when you get stuck in life, reaching outside and asking for some assistance. Do you know, I believe that asking for help is more of a sign of strength than it is of weakness. I really believe that. Asking for assistance is more of a sign of strength than it is for weakness. Because you're saying, I can reach out to other people. What else does it say? Well, now my life has changed in so many ways. Boy, that happens, doesn't it? Happens from year to year. It happens from month to month. It actually happens from Monday to Friday. We go through changes. We deal with different things. We see things differently. We think about things differently. You know, there's nothing wrong with reevaluating what you think and why you think that way and what your philosophy is, whether it's spiritual, mental, emotional. There's nothing wrong with that. That's called growth, my friends. That's called growth. So my life has changed in so many ways. My independence has gone away in a haze. That happens to us sometimes. Things happen in our life that shake us back to the core and help us realize, you know, this world is bigger, this universe is bigger than just our frame and just our little finite mind. He goes on and he says, so it's gone away in a haze, and every now and then I feel so insecure. But I need your light like never before. Help me if you can. I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me keep my feet on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? So the first installment for the message from the music is from the Beatles, talking about help. Get help. Be help. Realize it's not about ourselves. It's about what we can do in our corner of the world to help other people. And we need the other people in the world to help us do what we need to do. I'll close with this. I seen a picture one time of a fence post in the middle of a field, and a turtle was on top of it. And the caption under the picture said, "He didn't get there by himself. He needed help." Now, I don't know a lot about turtles, but I do know they don't normally climb trees straight up like that. They're not like Spider-Man. That turtle wanted to get to the top of that post, and he couldn't get there by himself. And I don't know how he got there or who got him there, but somehow he got some help. Won't you please, please help me? The message from the music tonight is don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to be the help. And realize the world's not all about you. We're just one little cog in this great big wheel. I'm Scotty the Trainer. That's how I see it. See you next time on Scotty the Trainer Tuesday.